the international world, in the last few months, the tariff landscape has become uncertain, and uncertainty is not good for business. And we
Right.
have scrap right here, and we have it right now. And so there are things the United States can do today to decrease our dependence on imported primary aluminum, to build up our primary aluminum. But in the short term, we'll have to recycle more if we want to do that. Now, finally, I would say that we know what is driving the use of our material in downstream products.
Hmm.
And it's not quite in the same line of sight that it was a year ago, but it's still true that sustainability drives aluminum use in all of our major markets. We are a preferred alternative in all of our major markets because we are providing lower carbon solutions.
Right.
And I think that the smart investments in our industry will continue to be the investments in a low carbon future for our industry because that's where we're being used in our markets.
Right. Talking about the tariff and the medium or short, medium, and long term, let's say, adaptability that we will need in order to reach the goals that we want to reach. For example, on the aluminum billet side, I know that demand on billets is around 7 million tons a year, but we are just producing around 700 to 900,000 tons in the United States. And 70%, I will say 70, 75% of the aluminum billets that we are using in the US are coming from Canada, but we are just pushing the button very hard on Canada on the 25, even 50% tariff. How we can manage that if we are not able or to put that value on the end user, because at the end user will be like hit by this tariff. So how we can manage that and how we can speed up the manufacturing here in the US in the short term, because at the end, long term sounds really good, but it's long term. And the administration will end in 4 years. So maybe we will go back to the sustainability and recycling processes, getting more and more important than just bringing aluminum to the industry. So what do you think about it?
Well, first, I think that we have to be really clear about our medium and long term goals because in the short term, there's going to be turbulence in the market
Definitely.
because we have an American president right now who is deploying very quickly a tariff regime that we have not seen in this country in several generations, and they have been consistent in their messaging that their long term goals are to use these tools, not their short term goals. And
Right.
so, in the very short term, we need to keep a clear eye on where we want to go into the future, because in the very short term, it's not going to be achieved. Now, I think that we will be able to achieve the goals that this industry needs, because we have seen in the past, this president has taken the actions we needed in the past during his first term to maintain access to our upstream feedstocks. And we have confidence that he will do so again. And what that means for us today is that the great deal we're getting with Canada is a great